There's a moment, soft, fragile, almost invisible, that slips quietly between heartbeats. It's the moment a cat decides you belong to them. Not when you rattle the treat bag, not when you say their name in that tender voice they pretend to ignore. No, it's something deeper. It happens in the hush of an ordinary day, when they settle against your chest and match their breathing to yours, or when their tail brushes your leg like a wordless promise. You're safe. You're mine. But why you? What invisible thread pulls a cat toward one human and not another? Today, we uncover 10 hidden traits that make a cat fall in love with their favorite person. And as you listen, you might realize the choice was made long before you ever noticed. 1. Calm energy, the unspoken welcome. Cats can sense peace the way we feel warmth from sunlight. In a world that moves too fast, too loud, they seek stillness, a quiet space to exist without demand. Have you ever noticed how a cat will drift toward the calmest person in the room? The one who doesn't chase, doesn't coax, just sits, softly present. They feel our energy before they hear our words. Your calm presence is an invitation, a silent promise that says, you're safe here. To a cat, a quiet lap speaks louder than 1,000 words. 2. Respect for boundaries, the sacred dance. You reach out, they step away. You pause, they return. This is the sacred dance of respect, the language of cats. Cats love humans who understand that affection cannot be forced. They want partners, not pursuers. When you wait for them to come to you, they notice. When you let them decide the distance, they trust you a little more. It's not about holding, it's about allowing. Every time you stop your hand before it's unwelcome, you speak the wordless language of love. And in that still moment, when they finally lean in, it's not random, it's a declaration. You've passed the test. 3. Observant eyes, seeing the unseen. Some people see a cat, but others notice a soul. They see the subtle flick of an ear that means irritation, the change in tone when a purr breaks rhythm, the quiet sigh when the world feels heavy. Cats adore those who notice without intruding, who sense discomfort before it becomes distress. They feel safest with those who see them. Because to a cat, being truly seen without being summoned is rare. It's a love that listens with the eyes. And if your cat stares at you from across the room, slow blinking like a heartbeat in silence, that's their way of saying, you see me, and I see you too. 4. Consistency, the ritual of love. To humans, routine might feel ordinary, but to a cat, it's everything. Feeding them at the same hour, opening the blinds each morning, coming home at your usual time. These are not chores. They're rituals of love. Every small repetition builds a pattern of safety, a quiet rhythm that tells them, you'll be here when I wake, and you'll return when I wait. When your cat meets you at the door, tail lifted high, it's not just a greeting. It's gratitude for the heartbeat that never falters. 5. Gentle touch, affection, the feline way. Cats love softly, not loudly, not publicly, but in small, sacred gestures. A head pressed into your palm, a delicate paw resting on your wrist, a slow, lingering blink that holds entire conversations in silence. The humans cats love most are those who match that softness, who pet them not to control, but to connect. When your touch says, I understand you, instead of I own you, something magical happens. They melt, they trust, they love back in their quiet, cosmic way. 6. Patience, the art of waiting. Cats do not rush into love. They approach it the way they approach everything, with measured caution, soft steps, and silent tests. They watch you first, how you move, how you react, how long you can wait without asking for anything. Patience, to a cat, is the truest form of respect. When you let them come to you on their time, not yours, you tell them, I honor who you are. And when they finally climb into your lap after weeks, maybe months, that's not small. That's sacred. Because cats don't give trust freely, they gift it. 7. A soft voice, music to their ears. To a cat, your voice is a melody. They don't need the words. They feel the tone. A sharp sound can make them retreat, but a gentle, honest one pulls them close. The humans cats love often speak in low, soothing tones. Not baby talk, not noise. Something softer, more like a poem. Even just saying their name slowly, Milo, can sound like a lullaby. And when they answer you with a small meow, that's not coincidence, it's harmony. You've become part of their soundscape, the song they rest inside. 8. Curiosity, meeting their world. Cats are explorers, quiet observers of tiny universes. A fluttering curtain, a shadow on the wall, a rustling bag. Their worlds are full of wonder, and they love humans who share that curiosity. The ones who kneel beside them to see what they see, who watch the birds through the same window, who make a toy dance just to spark their hunter's heart. When you join their world instead of pulling them into yours, you become a companion, not a keeper. They'll lead you to hidden corners, to secret naps, to the rhythm of their quiet adventures. And when they look back to check if you're following, that's their invitation to stay in their world a little longer. 9. Familiar scent, the invisible bond. To a cat, you're not first a voice or a face. You're a scent. They memorize your smell like a song, your clothes, your shampoo, your blanket, even your pillow, and that scent becomes home. When your cat rubs their cheek on your bag, your shoes, or your sweater, they're not just being cute, they're marking you as theirs. They're blending your scents together, building a shared signature of belonging. To them, your scent is safety, the invisible thread that ties you to their world. It's how they find you in the dark. It's how they know you're still here, even when you've been gone too long. 10. Emotional safety, the invisible shelter. And perhaps the most powerful trait of all, emotional safety. Cats may be small, but their hearts are ancient. They feel our moods before we do. They sense storms long before they break. So when a cat chooses to curl into your lap on your worst day, it's not random. It's recognition. They trust that your hands will never harm. Your voice will never scare. Your presence will never overwhelm. You've become their shelter, not just from thunder or noise, but from the chaos of life itself. If your cat seeks you out when the world is loud, if they rest near you without reason, if they nap beside your quiet sadness, you've become their peace. And that is the highest honor a cat can give. So if your cat stares at you across the room and blinks slowly, if they brush past your leg and leave their scent behind, if they follow you from room to room, never meowing, just being there, you've been chosen. Not because you feed them, not because you call their name, but because something inside you, quiet, steady, safe, matches something inside them. Cats don't love loudly, they love completely. And if you have even one of these 10 traits, you've already earned their trust in ways most humans never do. When a cat chooses you, it's not ownership, it's recognition. It's two souls, one human, one feline, finding peace in the same silence. So the next time your cat curls beside you and lets the world disappear, remember this. You're not just their favorite person, you're their home. Which of these 10 traits do you see in yourself? Tell us in the comments. Your cat might not say it, but we'd love to hear it for them. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves cats as deeply as you do.